So 5.
Good, good afternoon. My name is Gail Towers on behalf of the Cook County Assessor's Office. And also I have one of my coworkers behind the scene that are helping me out, Hector Dominguez. And Hector will be joining me at the end of this presentation, and we're going to answer all questions that you might have. But in the meantime, I'm going to touch bases on exemption just a bit. But this presentation is mainly about Riverside Township appeals. So I hope I could give you some valuable information that would help you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, Property Tax Assistance Riverside Township Appeals. Okay, a nice picture of our Cook County Assessor, Frisk Kagi, and the responsibilities of the Assessor's Office. So I need to tell you a little about that. Some things we do and some things we do not do. We're not responsible for. We're responsible for setting fair and accurate values for 1.9 million properties in Cook County. And these property values was not determined on an individual basis, but rather by a master appraiser system. And also we administer the exemptions that you receive. You apply for those through the Cook County Assessor's Office. And tax rates and levies are set by municipalities and your local taxing bodies. Now, that's something also you will see on your second bill, that yellow bill. You could see the amount you pay for your libraries, for your park districts, and for your schools. That second bill breaks down everything that you pay for taxes on your second bill. Now, remember that you receive 2 bills a year. The first bill is a blue bill, and the second one is a yellow bill. So the blue bill was due April 3rd. So you're going to receive another bill in maybe 3 or 4 months. I don't know exactly, but you will receive that second bill, and all the breakdowns, exemptions, and everything would be on that second bill. Okay, automatic renewal. We have 3 that's in the gold, 3 exemptions that will roll over automatically this year, which is the homeowner's exemption, the senior exemption, and the person with disability exemption. These 3 would roll over automatically. And also the others would automatically renew with special stipulations. Okay, this is a copy of the second bill, the yellow bill, that you would be receiving sometimes this year. Now, it should have all breakdowns. It should have your homeowner's exemption on there. You can see what you get, what we gave you off in dollars and cents, and the senior citizen exemption, and also the senior freeze exemption. And it's a place on there. If you get a long time, it would be on there. And from the appeals, if you got a reduction in your assessed value, if when you the exemption you filed last year in 2022, if you was given a reduction, it should be on your second bill of this year in 2023. Okay. This is when you file in for an exemption. At the end, you would receive this, a confirmation, and it would have a ID filing number. So it's important that you keep that number if you want to go back in and check or something. That's a very important number. Okay, and eventually you should get another confirmation in your email, and it would look like what you're looking at now. That's what it looked like. Okay, this is your triennial assessment cycle for Riverside Township. Now, you should have already received your reassessment notice, and you would, if you don't agree with everything on there, and you think whatever, you can file your appeal, and you may file an appeal on or before May 1st, 2023, because it closes on that day. So I'll take that back. I won't say on. I'll say before May 1st. You do not want to wait till the last minute. So you want to get in there and start filing your appeal, and you can also save it, and you can come back to it. Sometimes you need a little rest, and then come back to it and finish. So start in time and to get your Riverside appeal in before May 1st, 2023. Okay, this is what your reassessment notice will look like. I'm sure most of you already have received that. So if anything on there you do not agree with, if anything, you can file an appeal. And you have, like I said, until May 1st to do that. Okay, this is the Riverside Evaluation Report. Okay, a single family home, they have the income range is 364,000. And for a condo, 143,000. And for multifamily, 421,000. That's the range. Okay. Right here is the most common reasons why you would file an appeal. So you could file an appeal for anything you might see wrong. And down here, you could use this website. What is that? cookcountyassessor.com/Riverside-2023-residential. And that would open up all the information for Riverside Township. And you could compare uh, and see what the range and everything about your township right there. So and you also could come back to this presentation. If you missed something, open it up and look at it again and get what you need. Again, this is a second installment tax bill, and it has all the adjusted exemptions and any other applied for exemption. It would be on this second bill. Okay, 3 reasons a homeowners might file an appeal: lack of uniformity. These are the most common reasons: overvaluation and incorrect property descriptions. So you could read about them and see what they are. Lack of uniformity may be your neighbor is your friend, and you all live in side by side, and you have the same house, and you pay a lot more than they pay. And overvaluation is whatever we have your market value at, and you think it's too high, and you say, oh my goodness, if I could sell my house for that much today, I surely would. So you could file an appeal and let us know what you think your home value is worth. And incorrect property descriptions, that's anything you want to change. But some of the incorrect descriptions would not result in a discount. You just change it because it's wrong and you want it to be right. So for instance, if we are assessing you for a brick home and you have a frame home. Now, I think you might could go back years. You could file a C of E, which you will see later on in the presentation, and that's incorrect property description. Is an example. Okay, right here is also characteristics. I just mentioned about the frame house, and also we have you down as a full rec room. You don't have it, and we have you down as central air, and you don't have central air. You have 1 car, and we have you down at 2 cars, and you could change all that. And this is the place you change it during your appeal filing. Okay, if your assessed value is close to the median value for your neighborhood, You likely won't see any reduction from an appeal. So, but if you want to go ahead and file an appeal, it's up to you because, as we say, every little bit helps, you know. If they give you a little off, that would be worth it, I believe. Okay, appeal process. First, you receive the assessment notice, which I showed you, that white sheet. And then you're going to look at the estimated market value and see if, you can sell it for that. And also, if you have any evidence, it'll be a place for you to upload it. And then our analysts will make a decision about your appeal. They would either give you a decrease or no change. And this would be mailed to you. Nobody won't call you. Nobody will not send you an email saying you approve. It would be a notice in the mail informing you of no change or a decrease. Okay. Online appeal guides. Okay, first you would get your reassessment notice, and then you would start to file your appeal. And also, you could save it, revise it, and come back to it. And then you could submit supporting documentations. And all this is free. You don't need an attorney. This is free with our office. And may I remind you, Riverside Township is open until May 1st. So let's get it done. So why don't we say in our minds, it's April 30th. So that way, you get it in. Okay, file an appeal online. First, you would need an email address. Now, first you get your notice. You make sure your township is open and Riverside is open. And then you need an email address. You begin your filing, and then you want to submit it by May 1st. Okay, now it's many types of properties, but mostly today we are talking about residential and maybe condos. So you would choose residential, and then you would put your email address in and make your password and begin filing. Okay, so you're going to go all the way down and check residential and keep going and begin filing. Okay, here you put in your PIN number, and sometimes it would auto refill with that PIN number, and information comes up, and sometimes your information is in there, and sometimes it may not be. If you're using an attorney in the past, most likely the attorney information would be in there. So you could always add your own information in. You don't have to use that auto refill. Okay, here again, you just verify the numbers correct and your information is in there, your address and all that, and you go to the next slide. And here you just verify, and it's two little boxes you want to check. It's also you are really admitting to all the rules and terms and regulations when you check those two boxes, and that will allow you to continue. Sometimes if you miss those, you would get something saying, would you like to go back and fix the problem? Would you like to wait till the end? So no, you want to go right back and fix the problem so you could proceed. Okay, here again, you're just verifying information. You're verifying your street, zip code, PIN number, and everything, and keep going. Now, there are red asterisks. And when you see one of those red asterisks, you have to fill it in. Some of this information you do not. It's optional. So that's a good way. Just pay attention to it, and you should be fine. And here again, it's the same thing. You just verifying information, making sure your PIN is correct and all the information, and keep going. And same here. And I know a lot of taxpayers get stuck right here. you're going to put in taxpayer owner in 2 spots, not just 1 spot. You tax, because if you put in attorney, if you hit the attorney button, they're going to ask you for information that you do not have. So then you're going to have to come back and make sure you check the taxpayer owner portion. Okay, here's the same thing. You're verifying. I see 3 asterisks here, and some of this is auto renewed, and you could check that if you want to, but if you don't see your information in there, you have to go ahead and type your information in, and just make sure you fill out wherever you see a red asterisk. Okay, here again, you're verifying the name, address, city, zip code, and state, and you're going to go to the next one. And here is also information about the same thing. You want to make sure all your information in, just double checking and making sure you have filled out, put in a phone number and your email address. Okay, right here is also characteristics. You could change anything that might not be right with your property. Anything, just look and see. And the ones you agree with, just leave it alone. The ones you do not, you can change it. Okay, also here, you're going to put in your market value, if whatever you think it is, whatever you agree with. If you don't agree with ours, and you're going to check all of the information and make sure everything is correct before you proceed, and keep going. Same here, just following the prompts, filling out information where the red asterisks appear, and continuing. And also right here is for your comparables. We have also added this into our appeals this year that would automatically help you find comparables. You just follow the prompts and make sure you fill in information where you see the asterisks and just proceed. Same here, verifying information and proceeding. And right here is parcel comparables. We give you like a little part here to show that shows what you have added as comparables. And if you agree with all of it, you keep going. And also it's a portion in here if you have your own number. For instance, you know a house on your block that you want to add. It's a place in to add that. You just got to look carefully and find it and submit everything. And also right here is your uploads. You could upload any affidavit you have. You know, like a narrative, appeal narratives, or you might have an appraisal or whatever. This is where you would upload it at. And according to what you checked in filing, it would be a red asterisk down here at one of the ones that you would need to upload something from, too. Okay, we're getting close. You want to make sure your name, phone number, and email is correct, and then you want to keep going. Okay, now you're at the end of your filing. Now, this is like a point of no return. Once you click yes, you cannot go back. But right now, if you haven't clicked anything, you can go back and change stuff. You could save it and you could come back to it. But after you click yes, that means you have filed your appeal. Okay, and this is what you'll see after you file it. You would get this filing ID number, and it's important to take a picture of it or write it down in case you want to go back and check the system to see how it's being processed. Now, we get a lot of taxpayers. They're filing this year right now, and they think the results going to appear on the second bill that they're going to receive later on 2 or 3 months. No. This information, if you're granted a reduction, it would be on next year bill, 2024, the second bill. So this is like no quick fix, but if you get a reduction, it always helps. Okay, check your property history, exemption history. On this tax portal, you could check your exemption history. You could check the appeal history, assessment history. You can read all about the assessments and everything on our webpage at www.cookcountyassessor.com. And also you can sign up to receive notices from our office. Okay, we are here to help. Contact us. And you can call us at 312-443-7550. And you may connect with us on social media. You may make an appointment in person and to go into either of the location. And if you cannot make the appointment for yourself, call us and we will make that appointment for you. And our office, main office is at 118 North Clark Street in downtown Chicago on the 3rd floor, room 320. And we have another office at the Markham Courthouse, 16501 South Casey Avenue, and in Skokie, 5600 Old Orchard Road, room 149. And we recently just reopened our Bridgeview location at 10220 South 76th Avenue in room 205. And like I said before, you could also sign up to receive email updates from our office. This is our QR code. You could just hover on it, open your camera up, hover over the QR code, and it would open up all our information to you. And also at that point, you could also sign up to receive our email updates from our office. Okay. This is at the end, and this is time for the Q&A. Also, we have my other co-workers behind the scene. Maybe we have Teresa in there and Michelle, and they might have been answering your questions. So right now, I'm going to close my streams, and we're gonna open it up to the Q&A. Let's see here.
How you doing, Ms. Gail? You did a great job.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to be helpful in helping them answer questions, just answer their question like we sitting here, like we old friends, and just putting it in terms that they can understand it. Because sometimes our tax process could be maybe just a little bit hard for some people to understand.
Absolutely. So we don't have any questions at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. I think we got one. Oh, no. But shout out to our director, Lupe Marin. She said, great job, Ms. Gail. Good job, Ms. Gail.
Yeah, our deputy, Kelvin Harris, and our director, Lupe, and co-worker, Teresa Chandler,
Michelle Rafini, everybody, the entire
Civic,
Thank you so much for your
assistance. This is not a one-person job. We all participate. You may not see us all at one time, but they're behind the scene helping. And again, Hector, thank you so much.
No problem at all. It was a pleasure. I'm usually on that side, but it was good to be on this side watching you shine, Ms. Gail, watching you do your thing, holding it down for the department. Great job. We want to thank you all for being here. And please, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question, maybe you're watching this on the playback or maybe you're watching this later on, go ahead and drop that question in the Q&A portion or in the comment section if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook. And someone from our department will actually jump in and answer these questions within 24 hours. So please don't be afraid. Don't be shy. None of that. Go ahead and drop your questions so that we can better assist you. We can better help you. Please sign up for our newsletter. That way you can be as informed as humanly possible. And we love you guys. Thank you for being here with us. It was a pleasure. It was amazing. But now it's lunchtime. So you guys have a great day. Thank you guys for being with us. Thank you, Ms. Gail.
Yeah, and thank everybody for attending and watching. And be safe. See ya.
Ciao.